What's up, guys? Tom here, back with another video. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this one a little bit shorter, maybe. Only 10 records to show this time, I think. So, yeah, hope everyone's doing well and all that. So let's get into it. First up, we have Annette Peacock. I'm the One. Originally issued in 1972 on RCA. I think RCA Victor. This is a reissue from 2012 on Light in the Attic, Future Days / Light in the Attic recordings. Really nice reissue though. Really nice packaging, thick cardboard, gatefold. Does come on a heavy vinyl if I can get it out. I don't think it's the original label. I don't know what the original label looks like. It comes with a poster and insert, I guess, and all that goodness. But yeah, really great. The music itself, fantastic. If you've never heard it, it's kind of how to describe it: electronic, rock, jazz, avant-garde, maybe avant-garde pop even at times. But great voice, great singer. I'm not really always into vocal singers, as I mentioned. They have to be I don't know, just has to do it for me. A lot of them don't do it for me, but she's fantastic. So highly recommend this album, if you can find it. I believe the originals go for, I don't know, like 60, 70 bucks, 50 maybe more. I've seen them all the way up to 100, so hard to gauge, but excellent album regardless. Highly recommend it. Next up, picked up a couple Gong albums. Don't have any Gong, fortunately. Not on wax anyway. Picked up on CD, but these are after David Allen. So Shamal, I believe this is I think that's how you say it, Shamal. I think this is right the transition between David Allen and Pierre Moreland took over the group. So this is less kind of psych and more jazz, or not even jazz, just more prog, I guess. I think this album was just more straight prog rock on Virgin. Yeah, I believe this is right after Pierre Moreland took over the group, so. I believe this album, which came right after, that one came out in 75, this one came out in 76, Espresso. In the UK it was called something else. I believe it was released as a Gazelle or Gaz, I don't know how you say it. It came out under a different name in the UK and in Europe. Also a Virgin. Although this one was definitely more jazz rock. I think more jazzy than anything though. I only listened to both these once so far, so don't have a whole lot to say about them, but definitely I enjoyed Gong, especially right here. Definitely trying to get some of the more David Allen stuff, but hard to find, as you guys know. So what we're listening to in the background, oh, by the way, I think this was Gong's first instrumental album. I'm pretty sure. So we're listening to in the background, Jessica Williams, Rivers of Memory from 1980. As you can hear, really nice contemporary jazz, avant-garde at times. Really cool though. The label on this is really cool too. Comes on this called Clean Cuts, but it looks like a Coca-Cola label. Really cool, I thought. I don't know how well known she is, but I haven't really heard of her. I haven't really heard her talked about. Excuse me. Definitely kind of like otherworldly at times, though. Excellent, awesome Rhodes work on this. I don't think there's a, unfortunately, oh, there we go. Yeah, she plays the piano, organ, the keyboard, bass, synths, vibraphone, drums. She plays a lot. Tony Sweet is on drums and percussion as well. Okay, so there's just drummers and then her. 3 drummers, Dave Tucker, Tony Sweet, Ralph Fisher all play drums. Mark Bradshaw plays bass, and she plays rest instruments, so it's awesome. I didn't know that actually. It's really cool. I believe this is her first. You know what? I don't even know. No, it's one of her earlier albums. Came with this cool promotional packet. New release. What else do we have in here? Bunch of stuff. Biography about her. Yeah, I think she's from Baltimore, Maryland. Scans of newspaper articles about her, so pretty cool. Review. So awesome! If you guys see it, highly recommend checking her out, especially this album, because I've heard this one and another one. Definitely her best one in my opinion, at least from what I've heard so far. This track that we're listening to is called Star Cloud. Awesome pianist. Alright, moving on. This is a local Connecticut artist, Paul Flattery, one of his early projects. This one's called Trinity Symphony from 1982. So the trio, Paul Flattery on sax, piano, percussion, Bill Wallach on mandolin and mandocello, and Frank Filippi on guitar and electric chair. He plays an electric chair. It says electric chair. I don't know. But yeah, really cool Connecticut jazz, free jazz. Definitely, or classified as definitely that out there free jazz type stuff. A bit harder to find. Chris put me onto this one, so thank you, Chris. I wasn't even familiar with this album. Didn't even know that he did this, so really, really cool. Trinity Symphony by Paul Flattery. Awesome free jazz. Next up, our Ensemble of Chicago, live at Mandel Hall or live at Mandel Hall, 1974. I believe. Yep, 1974. So as you can imagine, our Ensemble of Chicago. I believe Don Moy just joined the group around this time. Promo copy as well. Let me show. Promo stamp right there, and then white label. But yeah, as you can imagine, our Ensemble of Chicago from the mid-70s, awesome avant-garde, free jazz, Afro jazz, definitely spiritual at times. Right around like the middle section of this, they just like blow up and do this crazy kind of freak out free jazz blowing session. So good. Yeah, definitely another our ensemble to add to the list. So really can't go wrong with these guys, in my opinion. This is a newer album, well, newer reissue. I believe Van picked up the original of this recently. Lucky bastard. I don't know how he found it, how he got it, but Thesda, Spaced Out, originally from 1979. I believe this is a DC area. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure it's DC area jazz funk group. Really though, really nice, really funky stuff. Really, definitely more on the funk side, the funky jazz side, than just straight up like avant-garde jazz or free jazz. Definitely more funky. Highly recommended if you're into that funky jazz for sure. It comes with a printed inner sleeve, which is kind of the same thing as the cover, just a different color, and some info there on the back about how the group got started, who the guy was, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell talk about it. You guys can look it up. It's a pretty interesting story. I haven't came about, but Left Ear Records put this out out of Australia. They've done some great stuff before, so this is no different. Really great. Sounds awesome. So if you like that funky jazz, definitely worth checking out. This one might be a good one for Paul's contest, or Paul's contest. I'm sorry, about funky records. So Spaced Out, Thesda, awesome reissue. Highly recommend it. Another Pharoah Sanders I didn't have. This one is Elevation. I believe this is the last album he recorded for Impulse. This one is on the this Impulse label. the neon. But as always, Pharoah, really can't go wrong with Pharoah, in my opinion. Especially on impulse, so good. Modal, post bop, even delving into African and Latin vibes at times. Really awesome way to go out for an impulse. If you're gonna go out, you know, last album in their impulse catalog, great way to do it. I believe almost all the tracks except for one are live. Yeah, I believe only one track is studio recording. So for players on here, other than Pharoah, Michael White, Sedatrius Brown, Joe Bonner, piano, Calvin Hill, Michael Carvin, Lawrence Killian, John Blue, Jimmy Hops. Show the gatefold. But yeah, just as you can imagine, Pharoah Sanders never really let him down. Yeah, he went and did his own thing after this on Theresa, I believe. He started putting albums out on after this, but great way to go out on impulse. So definitely worth checking this one out, picking it up. Whatever. Even though we talk about Pharoah like it's one of his later albums, really not late. It's from '74, you know, but I guess for Pharoah that might be late considering his catalog is so big. So yeah, awesome. And to wrap it up here, hopefully that wasn't too long. You guys didn't suffer too much. A couple Sun Ra's. I finally picked up both of the Solar Myth Approach Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is from the Sun Ra and his Solar Myth Orchestra. Excuse me. So I'm not going to show labels because you guys know. I guess I could show the gatefolds though, because they're gatefolds. Yeah, so as you can imagine, it's Sun Ra. It's doing his avant-garde free jazz goodness, Sun Ra thing. Definitely experimental though, maybe even experimental for Sun Ra. Volume 1 gatefold. And you do have the usual cast and crew on here. Kwame Hattie, Aktel Eba, Marshall Allen, Danny Davis, John Gilmore, Danny Thompson, Ronnie Boykins, Clifford Jarvis, so on and so forth. It says he recorded in New York in 70, 71, but I believe these were actually recorded in Philly or somewhere else. I believe the official discographer for Sun Ra said that they had left New York by this time, so I don't know which one's actually true, which is correct, but either way, really cool experimental Sun Ra stuff. That's what you're into, more of his kind of way out there experimental output, and these are definitely worth tracking down. There's a reissue of these as well, which go for, I don't know, what, $12-15, and definitely done well. But I'm trying to collect the whole BYG catalog, so definitely trying to find all the originals. I'm not sure if this gatefold is any different, but yes it is. So, same players on this one. Even though these were put out kind of with the same names, I believe they were recorded a while apart. So like this one has an early version of Outer Space Waves Inc., which is only like a minute long. It has the track Strange Worlds on here. But yeah, the same players on this one as well, so yeah, Sun Ra. Solar Myth Approach, Volumes 1 and 2. Happy to add those to my BYG collection. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I didn't keep you too long. I kind of rambled on there at the end with the Sun Ra, but you'll have to forgive me. I'll be back soon with some more music. Peace.